back on my ways. Missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say? I'm out in the baby trying to get paid. Look what I made. Thousands of people are knowing this Jay. I never change. Can put myself back in the minimum wage. Gotta keep all in this crunch time. Eating these rappers is lunchtime. You the man only sometimes. End your career with a punchline. The industry told me it's the front lines. You never mine. Getting money in my bloodline. Talking on me mine. Keep with a rip. Don't want to talk if it ain't about a dip.
It's week 5 of the National Football League. And the focus is on Rashad Penny. He was steady for him on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score. It's the Eagles and the Rams coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Rams team as they enter play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here are the Rams set to go to work on offense, and they're led by a man who topped the 50,000-yard mark in passing for his career a season ago. In year 15 now, here's Matthew Stafford.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Stafford now to throw. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. A run for the former Seahawk is Rashad Penny. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And they'll run it again with Penny. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. You talk about this Rams defense. They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
This defense has a lot to be proud of coming off of the game they played last week. When you only give up 14 points in a game, not only do you give your team a chance to win, you fully expect to win because you figure your offense is going to score more than that.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon. And the Rams are going to get the football here at their own 23. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 21 carries, 70 yards, and a touchdown.
They put a lot of effort into game playing and establishing this ground game last week, and reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Helped them put a balanced offense out on the field. And that carry is an indicator that this ground game has to be established again this week.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second down and a yard. Now Stafford. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Going to run the sweep here. This is Kupp.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Now it's Stafford. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Stafford to his #1 guy, Kupp, for a Los Angeles first. They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
Well, they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Cam Akers, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Hurts. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
On the return, Boston Scott
Pushing his way through.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Well, the road ahead a little bit more difficult now after that pick 6. So dealing with this deficit here, we'll see if he can try to make amends on this drive. 1st and 10. Hurts now hoping to make up for that pick 6.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
And that is incomplete.
Devontae Smith, the intended receiver.
And it's 3rd down.
You talk about this Rams defense.
They're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Penny. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
A look at the numbers from Penny last week.
14 carries, 121 yards, and a touchdown.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this one's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
This short throw caught by Goddard. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They will run for it with Gainwell. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. The Eagles had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
On 1st down, Hurts. This to Arnold on the short pass. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Throwing is Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Penny up the middle. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Here's Hurts to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Grant Calcaterra, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football, put it on the carpet, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try to get downfield.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia. From the gun, it's Hurts. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or set packages, don't they?
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
throwing from the gun. It's Hurts. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
And the Rams getting set to go now. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So, in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch?
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
Cox still one of the league's top defensive tackles and remains a huge presence. 7 sacks last year, adds another win to his career total there.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. To throw is Stafford. They'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Here's Stafford. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Stafford. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the red zone now, Stafford. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Back to throw, Stafford. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. The kick by Crosby is good, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Jacoby Brissett, 3 touchdown passes as his guys stay unbeaten on the year. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Tennessee Titans. Derrick Henry, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And they were losers in that one to the visiting New York Giants. Saquon Barkley, a touchdown run in the victory. It was the running back, Cam Akers, who stood out in that first half of play. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward. Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
Flush to his right. And this one is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I have to tell you, Brandon, I feel like a coach right now because I'm wondering why an angle route continues to be so effective when as an inside linebacker, you're always taught, don't let someone cross your face. If they want to go outside, it's okay. But they make that outside fake, cut back inside, off into great success.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. Smith will come in motion right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Penny, the first down carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, now you look down there, you see Rashad Penny in some discomfort. So we're going to get an injury stoppage here, at least for the moment. On second down, Gainwell looking for space. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he's passes.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
So here are the Rams to take over. Last week they got the victory against the Colts, so they lead this one as well as they begin things here 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing is Stafford. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack, but that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From the 50, Stafford. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
Cup beats the D for a first that time. There really was a defense who could stop him the last 2 years. Only an ankle injury slowed him down, ending his 2022 season after 9 games. He was on an all-pro pace.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Stafford now to throw. They'll get this one to Cup, complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Now Stafford. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Now it's Stafford. Off the bootleg. Caught by Allen. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To the air again, Stafford. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ballgame, and he's got a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Rams are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Crosby with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. They'll get this out wide to Penny.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
They go play action with Hurts.
Zaccheaus here, hauling it in.
second down and a little more than a yard here. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And his throw here's incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down, and he's going to have it by plenty, able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Here's Hurts to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Hurts. Flushed out right. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception.
And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So a big play for the Eagles now as they'll go for 2. Hurts will throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
When it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Another run on second down, trying to cover up. Oh, some strong running. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Second down and 6 now from the 26. A give up the middle to Akers. And he is going to have a Rams first down, and that should be the one that finishes this game off.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way, because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee. Stafford down to a knee, and with it, he's going to ensure his guys a victory.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And they've got to feel good about this performance, I think.
It's like, I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The hills, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature. I don't play goalie, but I'm my brother's keeper. Surrounded by family, I'm not with other people. They say I got my pop's demeanor and mother's features. The garden's still private as ever, the gang thriving together. Your boys striving to be the most dominant ever. The hardest white boy since the one who rapped about vomiting sweaters and holding comments. Cause I promise you I'm honestly better than whoever came to your head right then. They ain't cut from the same thread like him. They don't study doing work to get ahead like him. They don't toss and turn in the bed like him. Cause they don't love it, they don't love it. 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 I've been laid back so long, I'm trying to get turned. Searching my name, dog, that's how you get hurt. Being likable, I'm trying to be unbreakable. I just realized that this whole game is takeable if I want it. And I do, yes, I want it. I don't care how you feel about it, I do what I want. I used to look up to the people that I'm moving in front of. It's not that crazy anymore, my city used to come up. Bryce and Jack G, James is up next. The rest is up to me, these lames is upset. My peers get upstage, the fans are obsessed. My city is upcoming, as people are oppressed. And I'm gonna change things. I'm up at Carmichael's trying to get on the same page. I heard about the rapper that you claim was a mainstay.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, longtime foes square off in the NFC East, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
I don't see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Second and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Brandon Cooks from 6 yards away. And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Swift. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd down and 1. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And a scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. 1 1st down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Kevontae Turpin deep for the Cowboys. Taken in at the 11. 54 yards on the punt there, 15 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Pollard will take it up the gut. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 33. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
At the 13-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man, complete. A big play there for Philly. 46 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, it's one thing to get the interception, and it was a great play, but then you saw how quickly all of his teammates, Charles, turned to find blocks, made sure they had space for him to make the house call.
And not only did they turn and find the blocks, none of them clipped from behind, blocked someone in the back. This play is going to stand. And how about what we see each and every week now? When the defenders make a big play, there's always a group celebration after the takeaway.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too? Oh, right on the heels of the pick 6. Another ball intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
At the 6-yard line.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run with Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On first down, Hurts. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
If I'm making excuses, and I am, sometimes the sun can be difficult on a ball like that. That looked like it was going to be right there, but it's in and out of his hands. And a potential big play goes by the wayside.
Looking right sideline, that's complete. 23 yards on the play.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
The ball comes out. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number one, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Darius Slay with a pick. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick 6.